45-minute wait? How did you guys not plan for the brunch crowd? What about that big open one right there? It's reserved? I don't see anyone. Kids.
I'm not sure where we're supposed to wait. I'm just out here in the way.
Hi, it doesn't look like there's anywhere to sit for my mom. No, she doesn't like to sit in chairs like these.
Guess we're just expected to stand. Could we get a nicer chair moved over here for my wife? I'll just stand.
Guys, please settle down. Oh, we can sit. Guys, come on. Come on. Please put that down. Please put that down. Hey, buddy. Please put that down.
Great, we're crammed in a corner. I guess I'll just keep my knees tucked to my chest.
Could we get a booster seat? No, not like that. He wants to feel like he's sitting like a grown-up, but just a little bit boosted. We'll make this work.
I'm not even hungry after waiting that long. I might just get a couple eggs. Look at all these added fees.
And then you want to tip at the end?
Miss, where's the bathroom? What sign are you pointed at? Next, they're gonna ask you to pay for the chair you're sitting in. I wanted to play with the door. They wouldn't let me play with the door.
The fruit that comes on the side, is that melons? We want pineapple and kiwi.
This coffee isn't very good. It tastes old.
Everyone's rushing around all the time. No one has time to say, how are you? Are you enjoying yourself? Can I get you anything? Oh, what? No, we haven't had time to look.
I just want one scrambled egg. Chef's special. Is that any good? I don't need my water refill.
Hi, I just wanted to pull you aside. It's my son's birthday soon, and I was wondering if you could all sing. Oh, you don't do that here. Okay. Okay.
Listen, everyone got used to living off their unemployment checks. Now you have to beg them to do their jobs. My water's empty.
Of course I want to do a girls' trip. Where are you guys going? Oh, you know, let me just check a couple scheduling things. No, I want to go so bad. I think I have something that weekend. You're flexible on scheduling? I think, to be totally honest, I just don't have money for gear right now. You have gear that I can borrow? I just know if I'm out of reception, my boss is gonna need me and she can be so demanding. I've said she's the best boss I've ever had. Well, I was just thinking about it, and under capitalism, is there such thing as a great boss? I want to go so bad. I know that every time you guys have gone spelunking, I've said, ooh, I really want to do that. But I think I meant more so how you guys come back closer emotionally as a group. Oh, I wish I could make it work. I look at spelunking and I guess I have trouble seeing where the fun part is. Hey, let me think about it. When I said I wanted to go spelunking, I think I pictured that I could change myself on a core level into the kind of person who enjoys spelunking. And so this invite feels too out of the blue. I didn't have time. Well, is the cabin cute? No. You guys, you book it around your schedules and I'll try so hard to be there. Oh my God, that's horrible. And they're all three missing? God. Do you know if it was kind of a spur of the moment trip? 3 is a tricky number of people. And I just wonder if that's what led to internal turmoil for them out there. Whereas like something like 4 people is a really good balance socially. You've watched some of the footage and it's just horrifying. Oh my God, that's so scary. That's just crazy. I didn't even know Heather and Mike were that close. Their poor parents. Their poor parents, I just can't even imagine. God, do you know what's heartbreaking? I just remembered that one time I said to Heather, I really like hiking. And I wonder if she heard, I hate camping. And I don't go a lot, but I would have gone. And, you know, something to think about is, we don't know if the witch could have affected them beforehand. Like, has anybody read about that in a book? Like, if the witch can affect people beforehand? Because, God, that would be terrifying if the witch can affect who you see as a close friend or who you cast and stuff. Like, that would be so terrifying. Well, that's just awful. But we have to stay optimistic. Hopefully we'll find them. And I'm free this weekend if we want to plan a search or anything. If we want to plan anything, I'm free this weekend. The thing is, churches get scammed all the time. People are always calling like, I need help, I need help. Can you imagine if they open their doors to everybody? The type of people who would hang around. Are you picturing the type of people who would hang around? Churches give to church members. You can't just walk into a Costco. I read recently that there's a scam where people will have you buy baby formula and then they head to the closest pawn shop so they can get high. One time I was sitting in my parked car and someone parked right next to me and I thought, I've read about this. It isn't like Mary and Joseph. You could tell that baby wasn't Jesus because Jesus wouldn't cry like that. Holy infant, so tender and mild. Tender and mild. To say Jesus would cry? Blasphemous. I'm happy to get my manger scene. I will show you that he was sleeping peacefully. And if it was a test of faith from God, then that's not fair. He can't just do pop quizzes. That's how I know it's not a test of faith. It's the devil, because the devil does pop quizzes and says, I have a hungry baby, I have a hungry baby.
I won't fall for that, devil. God would give us time to prepare and would inspire our pastor to preach on baby formula so we would be on the lookout. And they did help her. They prayed with her so God would put somebody in her path to help her. You shouldn't have a baby if you can't take care of them. Of course those churches are pro-life. Every life is a blessing. My church is actually doing a food drive right now. It gave me the chance to clean so many old cans out of my closet. I hate CGI monsters. I hate when there's a big horror movie buildup about, oh, what is the monster gonna look like? And then it's like, well, I feel like CGI only works if it's a combination of CGI and practical effects, so the actors are reacting to something. Otherwise, no matter how good the acting is, it has this quality. Sergeant, I can't believe what I'm seeing. Yeah, as the audience, I can't either, actually. You can see the actors using every objective and substitution that they can, where it's like, well, when I was a kid, one time a dog lunged at me and that was really scary, maybe I'll try to use that. No. Let me look through the binoculars. What? If it's a group shot, every single person is reacting to something different. Listen, it was wrong that a lot of 70s and 80s horror movie directors were like, the way we got that reaction from the actors, that they were so scared that the room was on fire, is that I didn't tell them I was gonna light the room on fire. So that reaction is real. That's actually a real dog. That was actually a serial killer we hired for this. So that was bad. We should not go back to that. But when you leave actors fully up to their own devices and say you react how you think you would react, you're gonna get a lot of a dinosaur, but they're extinct. You're a giant spider creature. Oh, I thought we were forming a sibling bond. Give me those binoculars back. Gulp. There just has to be a safe middle ground between fully green screen and, oh yeah, she's swimming in real bones. Hit chapter 2. With the woman scurrying around in the background? Imagine a long practical effect arm. Ooh. In the 70s, it would have been like, that was actually me, director William Friedkin, naked in the background. The actors didn't know I would be nude. So, tomorrow's the time change and we will lose an hour of daylight in the evening. If you're going, oh, the time change, I totally forgot. What is it like to have a brain that makes all the right chemicals? What do you think about? Or is it just like a serene pond in there? Then this isn't for you. For those of you with noisy brains, I want to share some self-care tips I'm putting in place to batten down the hatches. 1, you have to have something fun that you're looking forward to, and not fun you're monetizing, not fun where you're like, oh, that was a really great workout, and it was fun, just fun. I find this so difficult, Taurus, Sun, Capricorn, Moon, so what is just fun? At what point does it make money, and how much? I'm like my own mean executive producer. So I looked at Koi the other day, and it was really nice. 2, vitamins B12, D, K2. I think K2 helps vitamin D get where it needs to go. I don't know, I just know it's magic. 3, if you're going through a tough time, use your words to tell the people who care about you. I promise I say this from a place of empathy and understanding, but depression makes us sit in our own gloom and go, nobody ever checks on me. Guess I'm annoying. They'd reach out if they cared. Meanwhile, no one knows that you're gloomy. They're just at home eating a snack. You haven't given them the chance to know. But alongside that, don't be the friend who only shares the negative. And maybe you're having a really hard time thinking of the positive, but it can be a good exercise to share joy with your friends too, because it can be hard both on your mental health and theirs if you're always the friend who requires picking up. Please know that these are pieces of advice I'm giving myself. There's no judgment there. It's just sometimes I've heard myself and I'm like, okay, Eeyore. So going off of that, that's a rule I'm instituting for me and it might be helpful to you. No sad girl music. Once summer ended, I put in place a no sad girl music rule for myself and, hate to say it, feel great. I've been listening to bad trash, bad music. I feel like, look at these fall colors. It's great. I'm gonna end it on a classic and it's gonna be annoying. Go for a walk.
I'm not gonna feel any better if I go for a walk.
Again, this is advice to myself, from me, no judgment to you. That's me.
I'm not gonna feel any better.
And I go for a walk, I listen to my audiobook, I listen to some bad music, feel better. More than anything, just embrace that this is a time of slowing down. I think we can beat ourselves up for feeling sleepy and wanting to go to bed at 4 and don't go to bed at 4, but it's okay to want to slow down. So my golden rule would be, don't be a butthead to yourself. Enough is going on in the world, so don't you be a butthead to you. Happy time change.